It's 9:40 p.m., the continuation of the second batch of homemade stir fry I made. Right now, I was just warming up some basmati rice. I don't know how many minutes had passed. I wasn't paying attention exactly, but it should be long enough. Based off of my circadian rhythm of understanding the length of time it takes to warm up something like this. Just to be able to break it apart better. Great. To be careful with this. Alright. Great. Hold on a second.
We all need a little love.
Alright. Transfer this onto a plate in a second.
Make sure everything's off on the stove, all lights out.
Yeah?
Bring oil in to cover your dinner.
Okay, great. Great. Actually, instructions that could do. No, I'm putting it in a plastic container, Mom, this time. The leftovers. I'll have to do this for a second. Steaming. I don't know if it's on camera. It's steaming. It's good. It smells great. It smells good. See if we can use a different utensil for the transferal of the pasta. It's okay. It's just a little. There's tamari and balsamic in there, so it's okay. Just do this. It's fine. The other utensil that you would normally use. Do you already know what to do? To move this. Okay. Transfer this over here. Okay. Yeah, the other utensil that I would normally use, that's a larger scooper of sorts. I thought I had ordered another set, I believe. I didn't take it out yet. Just in case I needed a backup, or, if I were to move out with someone into an apartment, would have a backup of the pasta scooper thing that I normally use, but it has to be washed. Do this now. It's good. It smells amazing. Mushrooms, tofu, These were the dehydrated variety of the shiitake mushrooms that they only had available. Were the fresh ones, they didn't supposedly have them available. How the tofu turned out, the firm tofu. It turned out okay. Some of it turned out where it kept its shape, you know, it didn't get too mushy. So that was good. So another piece of tofu. Yeah, they didn't have any. They haven't had the fresh shiitake mushrooms. They've only had the dry ones. And that's the way I get my vitamin D, basically. My source of vitamin D. It's the vegan source of vitamin D that I got. Normally, people get vitamin D from the sun, and their skin photosynthesizes vitamin D from the ultraviolet light, but mushrooms do that ahead of time. The mushrooms photosynthesize the ultraviolet sunlight into vitamin D. So they're like a little factory or a powerhouse of vitamin D when they absorb the sunlight. And then you can boost it if you put it under, let's say, a black light, an ultraviolet black light. You can boost the vitamin D content in mushrooms, or exposing them deliberately near a windowsill in the sun. My back pain went away recently. I feel better since I've been eating this stuff with the shiitake mushrooms. First, it was a mocha that included some dry shiitake mushroom powder in. Then, I had to rehydrate them by boiling it in a little tamari sauce and filtered spring water. Used about 2 level tablespoons, or 1 to 2, yeah, about 2 to 3 level tablespoons of tamari sauce and 4 quarts of filtered spring water by the boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn it off and just let it sit there for about 40 minutes, and then you slice into them. They're extra firm, very meaty and tender. Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, grumpy old lady. Okay, good. Good night. Good night.
Don't get nasty with me. Put your head down.
Okay.
And rest.
Jeez.
Go to sleep. We're all going to bed now.
So there's plenty here, so.
Okay? Stop it.
Yeah, I should be with my own age group eventually, you know what I'm saying? Eventually. Okay, good. Okay, good night, grumpy lady. Good night.